We are sponsored by a Korean Tottenham Hotspur fan who wishes for all Koreans and the rest of the world to visit and discover Singapore.
Email Kelly for an introduction to Singapore at jrjinsingapore@gmail.com. That's jrjinsingapore@gmail.com.
Come on. Finally arrived. Singapore, welcome.
Whoa!
Pretty sick. This is like the downstairs of the Doha airport steroids. Have we got a treat for you guys? We're going to go and meet Singapore Spurs now, who is going to take us on a tour of all the great sights of Singapore. You buzzing?
Absolutely buzzing, and I think I'm really excited to meet some really passionate Spurs fans who, you know, that wake up at all hours in the morning to support their team, and I'm really excited to pick their brains as well, their opinions of Spurs.
All right, so let's go and meet them. How you doing, guys?
Welcome
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Elias.
Welcome to Singapore.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. BBC.
Welcome to Singapore, man.
Thank you.
Alright,
It's good to be here.
Yeah,
It's good to be here. Wow.
Now you are part of Singapore Spurs.
Yep. So this is every season we will give this out to our members, and we are giving this to one of you.
So we're honorary members now.
Yep. No, this is the iconic skyline of Singapore with some of the landmarks. So it has to be in red. I'm very sorry about that. It has to be in red because Singapore is red. Yeah, so you got the...
Never thought of petitioning the change of the colour of the flag? Two! Beautiful. Let me get my shirt. Oh, very excited.
Stand in a public place doing nothing. Wow. So when the cops come to you, you have to say, I'm waiting for a sign from God. It's okay. Yeah. But if you say you are doing nothing, it's against the law. Wow. It's under the Terrorism Act.
So which Spurs player will get a fine for doing nothing?
Spurs players will get fined for just being Spurs players.
Brian Hill.
Brian Hill?
And then a lot of them, man, Lo Celso should get a giant fine.
I think some section of the fan base would say Daniel Levy needs a fine right now, or Johan Lang. Not doing enough. Not doing enough. Talk to me about Singapore Spurs. How long have you guys been going for?
Yeah. Singapore Spurs Supporters Club has the privilege of probably being the oldest supporters club in Singapore. So we were actually up.
How many are there in Singapore?
There are a lot, but mostly are all the bigger clubs like United, the Arsenal, Chelsea. So, but we started basically in 2002. So we celebrated our 20 years anniversary about 2 years ago. Yeah, and yeah. So along the years, I only joined them back in 2015. In fact, this guy joined much earlier, but I don't know why he's not taking it.
I was this tall.
So both of us have been around during the what you call the stage where Spurs was in a very weird stage.
Oh, where we were fighting relegation and we were just happy to finish 15.
Are you talking about like the Christian Gross days and these kind of days?
Yeah, I started watching football just before the '94 World Cup.
Okay.
I mean, you all don't like it, but I was supporting Germany back then.
Germany? Why Germany?
I don't know. They were the defending champions of plastic back then. So then Klinsmann.
And then you joined Spurs, who are fighting relegation.
Because of Klinsmann.
I see.
Then over the years, I grew to love all of them, but I'm more of the club person than the player person. But right now, of course, Asian pride, man, Sunny. So then I always tell people ask me why Spurs. I say I was young and gullible. But then
I think that's all of our stories following Spurs, young and gullible.
I mean, there are Singapore City fans. I was like, who are you idolizing, man? Someone in League 2?
Yeah, but what? They only formed in 2014 or something.
I think so, just like Chelsea.
Typically, what kind of hours are you watching the games at? If it's a Saturday, 3 o'clock.
10 p.m. over here.
10 p.m. local times, the earliest.
Yeah. So
Champions League games 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
3 a.m.
3 a.m., 4 a.m. So what local fans are used to doing is we will sleep at maybe 10 p.m., wake up at 3 a.m., watch the game, go to work. That's an Apple store. That dome there is an Apple store. That is Louis Vuitton, and that is the Art Science Museum. So that is Marina Bay Sands, which is Art Science Museum, the one that looks like a lotus. That is Marina Bay Shops and Marina Bay Sands.
Apparently, Singapore is one of the most expensive cities in the world, though. How do you like?
Not one of the, apparently.
How do you like cope with that? Is it a problem?
Generally, our public transport is one of the best in the world. It is good. It is relatively cheap. Our wages are okay, but Singapore is a place where if there are opportunities for everyone from all walks of life. So, I mean, if you work hard, given the right opportunity, take the chances, you won't die in Singapore. Of course, there's no perfect system in the world. But I think if you look around where we are in our region, I think we are pretty okay. Expensive wise, yes it is. But nobody asks you to go restaurants every meal.
You know what? A little birdie told me about your supporters club is that you've got a very honorary member of Ledley King, Spurs legend.
That's right, and our honorary chairman is actually Gary Mabeuf.
Really, Gary Mabeuf?
That's right. How I met Ledley, I was in the toilet peeing. I mean, I'm quite a big fella in Singapore. I suddenly felt a shadow over me. I was like, someone's big, and I thought, hey, Ledley. So that's how I met Ledley in the toilet.
And how did you meet Gary Mabeuf?
Gary Mabeuf.
The shitter?
No. I think currently we have the most members in our history. Yeah, so for
It's going to keep growing, my friend. It's going to keep growing.
So for all the Singapore fans who are not Singapore Spurs members yet, what are you waiting for, man?
Come on, join Singapore Spurs, sign up. Right here? It's a national symbol.
Yes. It's our mascot per se.
There we go, look at that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, I should take a video.
There you go. There you go.
Sunny, when he came in 2019, he was at, so the fans were all outside Mandarin Oriental. So some overzealous fans were holding on to Sunny's hands so tightly that Sunny's wrist got sprained. And he was wearing a cast. Yeah, so pre-season he was wearing a cast. After that, they banned all Singapore fans from shaking hands with him. Yeah, so when they came down last year in Pen Pack, it was barricaded. Nobody could touch them.
No shaking hands with
No
Sonny.
shaking hands with Sonny.
I'm going to shake Sonny's hand if I see him in Korea. I'm shaking it. I ain't going to spray in his hand. There you are. I can't believe someone done that. Not my Sonny. Tell me, you got any hidden gems from the Singapore national team? Anyone Spurs should be eyeing up?
Did you not see them play against Korea?
Unfortunately, no, man. We just got beaten 7-0 by Korea. I mean, Singapore football is...
No one was unlucky in that game. Everyone thought, if you played for Korea, it might have been different score.
I mean, for lack of better words, we are in dire straits, man. If you think,
Isn't there one Singaporean playing or about to sign for a Premier League team or something? Or
no, we used to have a player that was about to sign for academy team, Fulham's
that
academy.
was it, yeah.
Yeah, we used to have a player that played for Wrexham and they were shy. pre Hollywood money.
Why do you think the Singapore team are struggling? Is it just purely because of numbers? It's hard to get the talent. What do you think?
yeah, I think mostly it comes down to the talent pool being small because Singapore's population is very small, like 5 million. So it's going to be always a challenge to compete at the highest level when it comes to getting the best talent in. But
You have to learn from a team like Iceland, maybe, small population and somehow seem to get a good team.
Have you heard of the fruit durian?
Durian.
It tastes like shit.
No. It's a acquired taste. They call it the durian. This is actually a
It's
theatre.
like a durian, yeah.
I've never tasted it. I've never tasted it.
Don't want it. It smells like.
I'll take a bite out of the building. I'll see what you're saying.
If you guys think this is crazy on video, in real life, this is absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, nearly.
So Singapore has been absolutely mad. We're going to Japan and then we spend a week in Korea. So absolutely buzzing, people.
Shout out to the vlog. Shout out to the vlog TikTok.
Shout out to the
massive.
people that make the vlog happen.
Come on. How do you deal with the heat?
Does it not like cool down as the night goes on? Because it's
It gets colder, but like, there's no wind. It's so humid. But we are used to it, I guess.
Yeah.
So we are always trying our best to be in white color, lighter clothes.
I've got a serious question for you. What are the girls like here?
The girls are generally nice. They are not that wild, but unless you go to the clubs. Singapore girls are, I mean, I wouldn't say Singapore girls are mainly because they are educated, they are career minded. It's a very progressive country.
This is a question just for Sammy, by the way. If my wife is watching, this has got nothing to do with me.
I mean, Singapore girls are, the thing is Singapore is so multicultural. I mean, you might stand a chance, my man.
What's a good souvenir to take back to my wife and my baby?
A Chanel bag.
No, not that good. Oh, that is so good, that aircon.
Just saved my life.
Paradise.
That's mad. That screen is moving interactively when people step on it down there.
We got to jump on it.
How many stars are on the Singapore flag?
Stars?
Oh, you guys should know this.
One.
Isn't it 2?
No.
How many is it?
5.
5.
Nice.
I got closer.
Closer.
Singaporeans are mainly nice people, but we are also very busy. So there are many instances where we don't really care what's going on in our environment. But yeah, but generally we're nice. Yeah. So if you guys need help, you can just approach us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
So,
noticed that everyone's really polite here. It's the opposite
You
to
get
England.
fined if you're not polite.
yeah, there's a $500 fine if you don't say thank you, please.
Even our sponsor, AIA, is closely related to Singapore. Their HQ is in Hong Kong, but is very well represented in Singapore, AIA. So that's why we have the privilege of always getting invites, and to be honest, AIA have been taking care of the Singapore Supporter Club.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they are. I mean, we have nothing, but they are always there for us.
Are you allowed to sell fakes in Singapore?
Fakes,
Yeah,
fake jerseys. Not allowed to, but it's not that regulated per se. I mean, if $90 can get your family, your baby, milk powder and diapers for a couple of months, say buy the diapers, man. You support the club, not the bank account. Whoever who can afford to buy the kits, go ahead. If you can't, you still want to have the kit, you want to wear the colours, you want to represent the club, go ahead. If the $20 ones is what you can afford to. I don't see the big deal in people being so, I don't know, purists. Oh, you support the club by supporting the club.
Wow.
As well as the other side, see all this? They are all hotel rooms.
How much a night? How much a night one of these rooms? You think?
It's cheaper than your Fullerton.
Yeah.
Yes, probably about.
The Fullerton's quite cheap. Randomly in the shopping centre, it's like little Venice over here.
Where does the river?
And you'll see like a little boat, there's a boat as well coming
It's a
by.
lazy river.
For Marina Bay
It's
Sands
mad.
members,
Yeah. You got caught red-handed.
Oh, I see. A bit of sugar cane hanging in it.
Banging.
After all the walking that we've done as well, it's just so bloody refreshing.
Can you explain what happened?
Basically, my brother went to Electric Ballroom to watch the England final against Spain in the Euros, yeah. And he comes out, and someone is selling signed England shirts by WeAreTottenhamTV and Expressions. And all Expressions did not sign no England shirts.
And they did buy it.
Nobody wanted to buy it. Let's get real.
He
Someone
was-
just wanted to sell it. If you're watching, reveal yourself.
Samba means chili. It's like a chili concoction, chili, maybe some prawns, those mini prawn shrimps and all. A short shell, a crunchy shell with eggs and then turnips and peanuts and all. Chicken satay, marinated, beautiful meat that tastes heavily. Skewers. And this is the satay sauce, is basically peanut and chili, barbecue chicken meat. What is this? Chicken meat. This is popiah. It's essentially a Chinese kind of spring roll, in which on a very thin layer of rice paper. Inside is almost the same ingredients as this. So
I'm so excited. Let's dig in, guys.
let's dig in, guys. So where you come office.
Oh,
Welcome to an episode of We Are Tottenham Food.
You guys, thank you so much for such a great day out here in Singapore and hosting us. It's been unbelievable. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you for hosting us. And really good on you. Yeah, it looks good. And whenever you guys are in London,
For sure.
you've got to get in contact.
For sure, let's do some content together on 19th.
Yes, call into the show. And we'll set up a show when we're back in London for sure.
course, of
and
course.
guys, if you're ever in Singapore, you know where to go now. Singapore Spurs. Any Spurs game you want to watch when you're here, contact these guys.
If you're not a member
Spurs
yet,
Reds app.
sign up, man.
where can I sign up?
Don't let
You
them
can
buy
sign
the
up on the link. I think they'll place the link there. Facebook to them.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, Spurs.